EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Marr now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Black 30.
Mark 54. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
First carry for James Conner. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Right there.
Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Steelers first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Complete to Roosevelt Nix. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready? Like 80.
They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
You got troops, son. He took you to school.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Line 8. Here we go. Going to 54. Line 8.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
$26, Mike. $26, Mike.
Here we go, here we go. Man left, man left.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage, being the road.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
44. 54.
To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, now. 180. 22 and 44.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check right, check right. Watching you fly.
Back and turn.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. A nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side with Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Check 26, check 26.
Hey, kill. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to go down again. Malik Collins, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Austin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Jason Witten, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
It's 3rd and 7.
Let's go, baby.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get ready, get ready.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's second and 8 at the 14-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So forget the field goal, give them the first on that penalty.
How about that? That's one way to pick it up, but that's doing it the hard way, but they'll accept it.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal from the 4-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Let's go, kill.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Again to Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Roethlisberger. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
The give is to Elliott, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
10th carry now for Elliott. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Hey, kill! 27. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the safety creep.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Roethlisberger. He'll fight a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Connor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here we go. Right there in the middle. 55. All day, baby. All day.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They're on 35-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Steeler 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Check. Watch 54. Check.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run here with counter. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
A gain of a yard.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now it's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go, 46.
Check safety, check safety. Shoot, watch the shoot.
Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 55 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
So we're going to 53.
Show it up, show it up.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.